Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending when you're watching this video. If you're interested in allotments and you want to know what's happening in the UK, this is an update on what I'm doing at the allotment in May. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, the evil. I'm quite transparent. I show everything and I try and keep it as good and as honest as I possibly can, because I hate it when I see some of these videos and they're just not honest at all. I've actually been away for about 10 days, so there hasn't been an update. I've been sailing across the Mediterranean on this thing called Hajj sail. I went to Sicily and I sailed across to Greece. It was an amazing. If you're interested, comment below. But you're interested here for the plot, so I'm going to give you an update on what's been happening at the plot, what's not been happening, what's gone well, what hasn't gone well. Some of my little seedlings have died, some haven't, but let's knock into it. Let's go. So it's a very, very important time for me in the harvesting allotment seasoning. It's when I'm taking my onions, which I've started in the seeding tray to give them a bit of a head start. I'm taking them to the plot now because they've got a decent length on them now. I'm happy they've got about 6 inches, so nothing's going to pull them out there. I've got my peas in there as well. The plan is to, it's getting a little bit, let's have a look at the time, 1 second. Oh, it's getting a bit late in the day, so I'm going to try and do my onions. I've got one tray of onions there, I've got another tray of onions there, and I've got another tray of onions there. I'm going to try and get all of them sowed, transplanted to the ground, and if I get time, I want to try and get my peas done as well. So the plan is, that is the peas, not there, the peas are there. I'm going to transplant the peas, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 along here. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, I've actually got some netting on here, goes all the way along down to the floor, and then the peas will just climb up that. That is the plan for today. So like I've said, what I'm going to do is, I've got my peas here and put them along here, this little line here, and hopefully they can grow along this bad boy. So what I've done is I've prepared the ground, put some soil in. I've got a little bit more soil over here, and I'm just going to put it along here. There we go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Grab one at a time. Got some good roots on there. Compact it nice and firmly, and just attach it to So I'm really pleased at how the peas have gone in. You can see the netting just along there. It goes, covers all that. So hopefully, if I got that angle, you'll see the peas will go from the ground upwards, and they'll go all the way. Oh, let's start again. So in the middle of the screen, hopefully they'll go all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up here, and that's the peas gone in. That is what the peas look like in the ground. I've pressed them down quite firmly, so the base is nice and strong, they're not wobbling around, and I'll give it a good watering as well. So my peas are in there now here. I'm really glad the peas are in. Now what I'm going to do is, peas at the top end of the bed, and I'm now going to put some onions just going all the way down here. So I'm going to put a good few onions along here now. I've just prepared the soil. I've been raking it. I put a little bit of compost on top. I put some fertilizer tablets that you can see just on there. And so hopefully I'm going to get as many onions as I can get it done today. As you can see, the sun is starting to set. So actually I haven't got much time left, so I'm going to crack. So now it's time for my onions. The peas are there, and I'm going to have a row of onions here. I've got them in the seeding trays here. Quick top tip, I've not watered them today, so they should pop out really, really easy. Let's give it a go. Let's see if they pop out as easy as they want. Oh, jackpot, it's fell out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lie them in the position that I want them in. I'm going to drop them in, because I feel that's going to be the most quickest, efficient way for me. I'm going to make a quick string line, follow the line along. As you can see, these have got really good roots on them already. So as soon as I put them in the ground, they should take to it really quick. Okay. I'm just looking at spacing. I want to leave enough weeds. I want to leave enough space so that I can weed between them as well, and hopefully it gives a chance the bulb to grow. So I don't want them that close together, but sufficient enough that I can get lots in. So what am I doing? I'm spacing them out about 6 inches apart. So if I do them about 6 inches apart, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. But 8's a difficult number to do maths with, because I'm going to have a couple of more rows this way, but let's just get on with it. Pressing firmly. I've got a dibber, but it's just as quick with my hand. This was definitely a lot more time consuming than I thought. My back was starting to break, but I carried on going. As you can see, I'm putting more sail and giving it a bit more extra cultivation just to make sure it's nice and secure, lining them up and then just putting the things down in order. But it was really important to give it an extra little stir because some parts of it were getting a little bit tough and hard. And I've got my onions done, I've got my rows done. So I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. That was bed 1, that was bed 2. Got my cabbage and my sprouts in there. I'm going to try and do courgettes next time. I've got my peas at the back and I've got my onions in. Something that I'm doing is I'm putting extra type of fertilizer looking at the bed on the right hand side. So I want to see if the right hand side actually grows a little bit more with more fertilizer. The type of fertilizer that I'm putting on is that fertilizer. Let me just show you what it is. Basically all I'm doing is I'm just dropping some extra all-purpose or premium plant food on the left hand side. So with that I'm just putting a bunch of them white pellety things along here and not on there. That way if this side grows a bit better, I'll know it's because of that. I'm going to do the same thing on this bed here. I'm going to put more pellets on this side, a few on that side, just trickle a few, but more on this side because obviously I want the best growth, but I'm going to put it more on this side just to see if it actually makes a difference. Quick update on the plot. Obviously this is second week in May. Potatoes are now coming over, they need running over. My mum did some marrow and sort of like climbing things. Some of them died, some of them have lived, but it looks like a lot of them have actually died, but we are where we are. The onions on this particular bed are doing really nice. You can see they're starting to get green heads on them, which is really pleasing to see. Coming down to this area here, my mum did some again climbing marrows type of thing. They've not done well, they died because there's a little bit of a cold I believe. Coming here, just clean this section up here with a view to putting something here. Mum put some runner beans on here. As you can see, we had a spout of cold and it's killed all the runner beans. Okay, let's come down along here. Mum put some causes, some marrows, some squash type of things in here. They've not done too well. When you look at the green, we've got some onion wrappings just in between them, but they've not done well either. What have I done today? Today I've come here and on this bed you can see I've put my onions on this side and I've got my peas now on there, so I'm pretty happy with the onions. The white bit that you're seeing is there. I've had some monkey nuts, so I'm really happy with my peas going in there. And my onions, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of 80 I think just along here, and they're going along the path. I've not done anything with this side yet. I'm focusing on getting things in the ground here. My cabbage and my Brussels sprouts doing pretty good, no complaints on there. I can't see any slugs or anything getting under there. The leaves look pretty good. Generally speaking, all of them are doing pretty good. I got 3 Brussels sprouts in the middle, and I got cabbage, 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and the cabbage and the Brussels sprouts are looking very good. I'm looking at the leaves, it doesn't look like anything has tried to eat them or anything like that. They all look pretty healthy, so I'm pretty pleased. I'm just seeing if there are any signs of any animals, insects or anything having a go at them, but no, they look pretty good. So I've been away for about 10 to 14 days, so I've not really been at the plot. Sometimes life takes over, but I'm trying to make every effort to come and give you as much as a bit of an update as I can as I go along, sort of doing all the bits.